I want to start today's speech with a picture of athletes whose career ended way too soon because of an injury. Marcus Lattimore, Derek Rowland, and Tyrone Prothero. According to Journal of American Medical Association, 91% of former NCAA football players suffer from concussion consequences known as CTE. The numbers for other sports are less known because unfortunately football is notoriously infamous for its hand injuries. On average, every year, 50 to 60 college Division I athletes get caught stealing and robbing, according to Jeff Benedict, a journalist who specifically focuses on covering professional and college athletes who get into trouble. Number one reason for those actions? Financial hardship at home. Should NCAA address these issues and be responsible in assisting and preventing them? And how? Today, I will be speaking why NCAA should pay royalty percentage to star athletes while using their name, image, and likeness, and how those rules should apply to help people who are in need and close the loopholes for athletic departments, colleges, and NCAA itself. So what is the name, image, and likeness? The term has taken on a new meaning amid the national conversation. Most simply, name, image, and likeness, as three elements, make up a legal concept known as right of publicity. However, the right of publicity involves those situations where permission is required to use those components. For example, no permission is required for a newspaper to post a picture of an athlete playing a game. And the reason for that is because the legal copyright would belong to a photographer, not the player in the picture. So what does that look like in real life for college athletes? A lot of Division I programs make nice revenue selling team merchandise that involve name on jerseys, their pictures on calendars, autographs, and other stuff. On top of that, star college athlete bring in nice promotional and sponsoring contract, but the only people that benefit from it are schools themselves and NCAA. You may say it's a small niche, however, the change can stimulate and promote lower end divisions and smaller schools to get out there and try to earn these contracts and promotions to make their sports profitable. So who is eligible to qualify? My whole new system will be based on the family income of an athlete, based on the taxes they have filed during application year, freshman and sophomore years. The percent for royalty for a student athlete proceeds fund will be formed. The total amount of money accumulated in the student athletes proceeds fund cannot exceed 2 times the amount of yearly average out-of-state public institution tuition, which comes down to $80,000. However, it doesn't mean that the star athletes whose parents are doing pretty well will be stripped from this opportunity. The difference will be the percent amount of royalty he can accumulate from each promotion contract. For example, if Nike comes to your school and offers you $20,000 to do a photo shoot with 2 star athletes, one possibly will be able to make $600. The other one will, however, be able to make $2,000 based on their family income. What is this money should be used for is one of the most important chapters in my policy. First and foremost, it should be used to cover education expenses. Only 59% of Division I and 62% of Division II athletes get awarded with some sort of athletic scholarship. According to NCAA website, more than $2.9 billion in athletic scholarships annually awarded to more than 150,000 student athletes. If we take the real numbers and the actual numbers of student athlete scholarship recipients, which is 181,306, we get an average $16,000 per student. While there are opportunities for full ride scholarships, those are far and few in between. Secondly, a student athletes proceeds fund will be used to assist athletes' families, such as paying for family mortgages or rent on their primary housing, school expenses or tuition for siblings, and medical expenses for the nearest relatives. Third, and one of my favorite, is yearly deduction from this fund should be allocated to a medical relief fund started by NCAA Student Athletes Association to assist and cover long-term health condition problems occurring after finishing their college career. Last but not least, upon the graduation, the amount left in that fund will be able to be used as a down payment for the house or continuing post-graduation education. These policies will prevent athletes from getting excessive amount of cash on hands and availability to spend them on expensive cars, clothing, watching, accessories, and so on, in order to prevent negative images between the regular student body. I believe that my policy changes that have been mentioned above will prevent or solve the following issues: financial hardship from career-ending injuries, mental health disorders post-college, and lower and stealing, robbing crime rate among student athletes. The longer it will take to make changes, the more stories and examples I will be able to use in this presentation. It's time to take action now. Thank you.